April 20, 1999, Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold committed gunfire on their school. At 11:19 p.m., they arrived to the school and shot 7 students outside, one of them to death. Already at 11:23 p.m., the police was called. A teacher rushed through the cafeteria to tell the students to calm down, but when he turned a corner, he got shot. After 5 minutes, the police arrived, but only to surround the school. Harris and Klebold went to the library to shoot more students and left again in no hurry. They walked to the cafeteria where Klebold lobbed a pipe bomb towards the window, which started fire. At 12:06 p.m., 47 minutes later, about 75 policemen were surrounding the school and the first team of police entered, but only 2 minutes later, Harris and Klebold committed suicide by shooting themselves. Finally, at 1:10, the police found the wounded children and teachers and rescued them, but it took hours. The last person was carried out of the school at 3:24, but because of the waiting, he didn't make it. 15 died that day, 33 were wounded, and it took 6 hospitals to save them all.
Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold were behind the high school massacre on the Columbine High School in 1999. On the outside, both of the boys seemed well adjusted. Eric Harris was raised in an ordinary American family. His mom was a housewife and dad was a U.S. Air Force pilot. In 1993, the family moved from New York City to Colorado, where Eric attended school and met Dylan Klebold. Dylan Klebold was raised as a Christian. In elementary school, Dylan attended a program called Challenging High Intellectual Potential Students.
Pull out a goddamn shotgun and blow your damn head off! I'll rip off your goddamn head!
The two of them became friends in 1996, and together they worked as computer assistants maintaining the school's computer server. Over the years, the boys became closer to each other, but at the same time they avoided contact with other students at the school, which made them an easy target for bullying. A former classmate says that people surrounded them in the commons and squirted ketchup packets all over them, laughing at them and calling them faggots. The young boys were undoubtedly bullied. They had to wear the ketchup for the rest of the day, and all of this happened while the teacher watched. Just days before the school shootings, Klebold attended the high school prom with a classmate named Robin Anderson, but he had everything about the shootings figured out. In 1998, Harris began writing a journal in which the planning of the shootings were described. This journal was later found in his room during the following investigation. Among other horrifying things, the journal reads: "Kill all retards, people with brain fuck-ups, drug addicts, people can't figure out how to use a lighter, but he's worth the time, he's a human too. No, he isn't. If he was, then he would swallow a bullet, cause he would realize what a fucking waste and burden he was. I will sooner die than betray my own thoughts, but before I leave this worthless place, I will kill whoever I deem unfit for anything at all, especially life. And if you piss me off in the past, you will die if I see you. I don't forget people who wronged me."
Gun violence is a big problem in the United States. The gun legislation should secure the civil rights, but it has caused a death rate over 30,000 people killed by firearms every year. The Second Amendment gives American citizens the right to keep and bear arms within 44 states. A well-regulated militia being necessary to security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. It allows you to keep a gun in your home and fire it in case of you feel threatened of harassment legally as self-defense. As an American citizen, you are only allowed to buy and bear a firearm if you are between 18 and 45 years in general, and military officers until the age of 64. Some of the survivors from the Columbine massacre have complained about how Barack Obama has led the gun politics. Obama is now under pressure to tighten the gun laws. These laws make the shooting seem more right, like it's okay to shoot another person.
Everyone around me he got shot, and I begged him for 10 minutes not to shoot me. And he just put the gun in my face and started laughing, saying that it was all because people were mean to him last year.
Peggy Lindholm's daughter, Marjorie, was a student at Columbine High School. Marjorie survived the school shooting that day, but she couldn't set foot in a classroom for years afterwards. She struggled with depression and addictions. Russell T. Jones is a clinical psychologist. He has studied and worked with traumatized children. He says that the people who survived the school shooting will have long-lasting psychological effects. They are likely to have difficulty concentration, difficulty with trust, difficulty with dealing with the losses they've incurred, and sleeping difficulties. And many of these kids will never be the same again.